Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout. This is for acrylic stash busting, which I do here on YouTube with my friends Nicole Santos, Jessica Michaels, and Natalie Dill when they can play along. Nicole Santos is the only one playing along today. I will have a link to her video down below. I have 3 photos of my nephew and my oldest son sleeping when my oldest son was a baby. And my nephew's actually not asleep in the photos. He was pretending in the first one, and then he is asleep in the other photo. I will narrow it down to 2 photos when I actually get started on the layout. But I have this kit from the Scraproom, which was, I don't remember which month this one came out. It might have been May. I'm not sure if it's still available or not. This was a double shot kit, so this was separate from the actual like flavors of the month kits. You still get an embellishment pack that comes with chipboard and different ephemera pieces, and she jam packed this one because 40 Market gives you lots of pieces. So Rochelle always includes lots of pieces when she does a 49 Market kit. And this is, I don't remember the name of this collection. Sorry. I didn't do a very good little research before I started this voiceover, and it's a little late. But, anyways, this is the one that's like Dreamy Time, and it's by Dennis. And I love this starry background cloud one. That's going to be my background that I use on the layout. This one here with little dream catchers was cute. Also, I end up not using that one. I do use some of the wood grain, but I don't use the dream catcher side. Each kit comes with cardstock. This one here came with this blue and then 2 black pieces of cardstock, which neither one of the cardstocks I end up using. And we're going to get started here on the layout. I believe, oh no, I'm going to show you the other pieces I brought in to use with this collection or with this kit. So here I have the cloud dies, which are metal dies that I got off of Amazon, I believe. They don't have a name to them, so I'm not sure where they came from, but I did get them on Amazon. This here is a Color Cast Designs acrylic piece that says Treasured Moments. The other side says something else that I don't remember. And You're My Something, I couldn't read it. And then I have these little acrylic hearts. I'm not going to use the blue one. I'm only going to use the cream colored one along with the hearts. So I'll put that over to the side. And then I have cream cardstock that also came from a Scraproom kit. I had 2 of them. I only need one. Actually, I end up not even using the cream cardstock. I thought I was going to use it to map the photos. I decided to go with white instead. I also bought this piece of 49 Market separately, and I thought I was going to use it, but I end up not using it either. I only use the papers that came in the kit. So I'm going to use that border strip because I think it's really cute and it goes perfectly with the cute little photos of the boys. It says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And again, I just thought that was kind of cute and fitting. And my nephew Michael used to come spend the night with me often, and he loved to lay down and sleep with my son. And if I was putting him to bed or whatever, then he's like, "I can put him to bed, Auntie Jen, watch." And, my son usually just gave him his pacifier and he'd lay down and go to sleep. And he thought he was putting the baby to bed. So I think it's pretty cute. And I did ink up the edges of the sides of the layout with black. The wood grain and then the wood grain down at the bottom, I did ink up with a different blue ink. And it's not Distress Oxide, it's an older ink pad. But I really like the blue color that it has in that ink pad. So that's what I used on here. And then I believe I'm going to start adding the clouds in the photos. So here I have a little tab that was in the little package of ephemera. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. It is going to house the date once I get done with the layout. I have the 2 photos that I picked. Like I said, I eliminated one of the ones where he's hugging the baby. just because they were pretty much the same. One of them fit better in the die than the other one did, so that's the one I went with. And then I cut uh, lots of clouds out, and I am going to use them all. So I just thought it was kind of cute and dreamy, and it went with sleeping photos. That little cherub one came from the little cut apart sheet that was the back side of, I believe, the stripe paper or the chevron paper. And then I cut the other clouds out of the chevron paper and kind of playing around with them, trying to figure out where I want to put them. And then I cut little small clouds. There's like 3 of them. I also inked them up with that same blue ink. And I'm going to add them around the layout also. That gives it a little more pop of the white. The cloud die, the larger cloud die that I showed, it actually cuts out a trim. So the trim, I came back in and pieced it around the photo. So it looks like there's a white border around the photo. And that really helped the black and white photos pop even more. And I always want my photos to be the main show. So when I can make them pop, I do. Up at the top, it says "You are loved" in that little, like, what is like a little book holder bookmark. Um, Book label. That's what it's called. I put it up there at the top, and then I was peeling off all the clouds again so that I could ink around, and I'm going to add white splatters. But I didn't want it to be on the photos. So that's the reason I took the photo clouds back off. I'm just using white acrylic paint. I watered it down with water, and I'm going to splatter around. And they're really light, but they do show up. There's gold splatters already in the background, along with, like, they're not really stars. They almost look like plus marks, but they're, representing stars, I guess. And I'm going to add the photos back on, and then I'm going to add my title and the little acrylic hearts, and I will be almost done, and then I'm going to decide to bring in gold flat back pearls to add to the layout. But I really like the way this layout turned out, and like I said, they were just cute little sweet photos. There's going to be a little bit of journaling. I'll add it on top of the wood grain cloud, and that'll be the like perfect spot to add it. So here I'm adding the date with Doodlebug stickers, and I only know the month and the year, but it's okay. He's a baby. It will go in his baby album. Here's the little flatback pearls. Those are from Pink Fresh, and they're, like I said, they're like a gold color. And I think it gives it like the perfect little like shiny element that this layout called for after it was complete. And I believe that's it. I don't think I'm going to make you watch me glue them all down unless I leave it very sped up. Usually I cut that part out, but hopefully you guys will go and check out Nicole's layout. I know I'm off to go check it out because she always makes really cool acrylic layouts, and I want to see what she did. Here, I'll hold it up for you in just a moment, a little slow down, and you can see some of the little details. I will have some photos at the end, and then I will have another layout up for tomorrow. And if you guys are new here, welcome. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm 3/4 of the way there. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you then. Bye.